English library system, and I'll be reading your stories today. So to get started, we'll be reading a book called Uni the Unicorn by Amy Rosenthal. Okay. So it starts out like this. In almost every way, Uni was like all other unicorns. Magnificent mane, though Uni's was extra magnificent. Golden hooves, though Uni's were extra golden. Sparkling eyes, though Uni's were extra sparkling. Like the other unicorns, Uni had a special swirly horn with a power to heal and mend. Wow! See how she's healing all the dead flowers? And like other unicorns, Uni could make wishes come true. But there was one thing that definitely set Uni apart. Oh, she looks kind of lonely, huh? Uni believed that little girls were real. See, the unicorns, little children, boys and girls, they're just make-believe. Uni's friends laughed and said, "Ha ha, silly Uni. Everyone knows there's no such thing as little girls. They're just make-believe." At home, Uni's parents just brushed it off with knowing smiles. Even her parents don't believe. But Uni was certain, absolutely certain, that little girls were real, no matter what anyone said. Uni knew that somewhere far away, but not that far away, there was a little girl waiting, a strong, smart, wonderful, magical little girl, and she would be the best friend a unicorn could ask for. Uni imagined all the things that they would do together. They would run fast through the meadows. They would spin and swirl in the sunlight. They would explore and help the forest creatures in need. Aww. Other times, they would just sit quietly and talk about important things. And of course, they would slide down the rainbow together. Doesn't that sound fun? I'd like to slide down a rainbow. Uni fell asleep that night and had enchanted dreams. Looks like she was dreaming of playing with the little girl. What Uni did not yet know, but would soon discover, was that somewhere far away, but not that far away, there was indeed a real little girl. And even though her friend said, "Ha ha, unicorns are just make-believe," and despite her parents' knowing smiles, this little girl was certain, absolutely certain, that there was a unicorn, a strong, smart, wonderful, magical unicorn. Just waiting to be her friend. Oh, isn't that sweet? Now this unicorn was dreaming of a little girl to be their friend, but there's unicorns out there that would be dreaming of little boys to be their friend too. Because just like you, unicorns like to have fun and play too. And in our next story, we're going to discover what one of the unicorn's favorite games are. You want to know what their favorite game is? It's hide and seek. Because they love being chased, and they're really, really good hiders. So when you're looking for one, you've got to look really close, extra close, because they may be hiding just out of sight. And they're really hard to spot, and you got to keep your eyes open because they're really, really, really fast. And we're going to see how fast and how good they are at hiding in our next story called How to Catch a Unicorn. And this story is written by an Adam Wallace. So y'all ready? Do you think that the kids in this story will be able to catch the unicorn? Let's find out. Okay. There's our unicorn. On this bright and shiny morning, I want to do something fun. So I'm riding on the rainbow and I'm headed for the zoo. The kids, they all think they'll spot me. I thought I'd blend in here. I cannot let them catch me, or my magic will disappear. Luckily, my animal friends, from the zebra to the ape, are all on board to help me. They'll make sure that I escape. First, I see my stripy cousins, but then I have to fly. As much as I like lemonade, I have to say goodbye. I dodge the plastic parachute being launched down from below. I do a spin and leave a trail of glitter as I go. I chill with my penguin pals, but these traps are everywhere. I'll head to the nocturnal house. I hope it's safe in there. Wow, this room is super dark. I'm glad I'm a unicorn. Who knows what I might walk into without my magic horn? Now I'm off to see more friends. It's time to shrink my size, but it's sure hard to see in here with all these butterflies. My nose smells something super sweet. It's coming from the cafe. Oh yum, I snag a bite before I fly away. Next up, I go to where it's hot and where there's lots of scales. The snakes and lizards help me with their clever use of tails. I'm big again, and with more friends, these monkeys make me laugh. But I would have been caught easily if not for the giraffe. Wow, what's over there? A paddle boat? This could be lots of fun. I would stay in the water, but my friends are roaring, run! While visiting the beavers, I spy a welcome sight. My true friend comes to save the day with their bold, brave beaver bite. The gift shop makes the perfect place for an elaborate trap. But luckily for me, there's a decoy to safely take the rap. I had fun with my friends today. The zoo has been a blast. You've tried your best, your traps were smart, but unicorns are fast. Now it's time for me to go and maybe take a nap. Meanwhile, keep on trying, kids. I'll be back to test your traps. The end. So, the kids never actually caught him after all, but maybe next time. And they tried all kind of traps. They even tried a parachute. But luckily for the unicorn, there was a decoy. Did you know this creature is called a narwhal? And they're actually a real creature. And what's even more interesting is that they're considered the unicorn of the sea. Well, that's the end of our storyboard. Okay kids, now we're going to do our craft. Today's craft is going to be a unicorn rocking horse, and you can see that I already have this colored. It's going to turn out really fun, and then you can rock it afterwards. It'll be fun. Okay, so in your bag, you're going to find a paper plate and a unicorn printout. And this is what you're going to need, so you're going to want to set this out on your table. You're also going to need some crayons, or if your parents let you have markers, you can use markers too, or pencil colors. Any one of them would work, but if you have crayons, you can use crayons. You'll also need some glue, some stick glue, and have your parents help you with the scissors. Okay, so y'all ready to get started? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start out coloring our unicorn, and we're going to try to make him all nice and pretty, and you can choose any color you want. There's no right or wrong answer. So I'm going to choose blue because blue is my favorite color. So you can just color him multiple colors. Like, I like to make things colorful. We got the body, so my unicorn's body is gonna be blue, a nice pretty blue. And then for the mane, I was gonna use 2 colors, and you can use as many colors as you want. So we're gonna use a yellow for some of the mane and make it all nice and pretty and bright, kind of like the sun, huh? There we go. Nice, beautiful yellow on our unicorn. Or you can use like a color like a gray or a black, or you can use red, and just kind of make that unicorn all nice and pretty. What's your favorite color? Some people like to color everything all one color, and that's okay. Sometimes I'd like to color everything blue. Make sure it's all nice and colored. If you miss some spots, that's okay. Or if you want to make sure you have it all colored in, that's okay too. There we go. So when you do finish coloring, it should look something like this. So you can even color in the background so that you have a little color. I kind of made mine gray, and that's kind of a little boring, huh? So if you want to make yours another color, that's totally fine. So once we're done coloring, we're going to move on to our paper plate, because we've got to color our paper plate too. And you can color your paper plate, again, any colors you want. So you can make designs, or you can just color all one color. So on here, I'm going to just kind of color all one color because that's easiest for me. Make it all nice and pretty. Use as many colors as you want, or you can make a design. And you can color all the center. There we go. So you can do a simple design like that, and you don't need to color the inside, but you can color the inside if you want. But you're not going to see that inside, because when we get done coloring, we're going to fold it in half, and you want to make sure that you line up your edges. See how we're lining up our edges? And once you got your edges lined up, you're going to want to pinch the center there. pinch the edges and make sure we got a crease. Oop. So that the rocking horse will rock. So when you're done, you can have a pretty crayon look, or if you'd used markers, you could have a marker look. You could have done all one design, or you could have done a different design on both sides. So now that we're done with our coloring, we're going to make sure that we have it pinched in half, and we can put the paper plate on the side. Now this part, kids, you might want to get your parents to help you, because we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut out the unicorn. And there's a nice bold line for you to follow to kind of help make it easier. And now he's ready to be put on the rocker. So we're going to take our unicorn and we're going to flip him backwards, because that's where the glue is going to go. We're just going to kind of spread out the glue. You want to make sure to kind of get your edges. Make sure to get the center and just spread that glue out all over your own paper. There you go. Y'all are doing so well. Okay, once you have your glue on your unicorn, you're going to take and pick a side of your rocker, and you're just going to glue the unicorn on the rocker. Kind of press it down nice and good so that it sticks and doesn't come back up. And when you're done, you have a unicorn rocking horse. That's the end of our craft. Thank you for joining, and we hope to see y'all next time. Bye!